Good evening, everyone. I'm just testing my volume now before I start. If you want to communicate with me, please communicate on chats, and you can put questions there. You can just type questions quickly, and I'll also attend to them. And those who are expecting a session on Teams, unfortunately, I thought that I should do a YouTube video or live, so that I can also, have something to benefit, because if I do on Teams, I'm the one losing my data, and so I want us to just cooperate. So I just want to check if you guys can hear me before I start with this session. We are going to be doing financial statements, both the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, and also we'll be doing a statement of financial position. So we are going to spend our time here. You are going to benefit, you are going to hear. I'm not going to rush, I'm not going to be fast. I'm going to try to go in a better pace with you guys, right? So bear with me that I couldn't be on Teams, right? So let me see if you guys can hear me, because my volume it's open now, and I believe that you guys will be able to hear me. So please speak to me on the chat right there. Please speak to me. Can you guys hear me? I am here now, and I'm just waiting for you to speak to me on the chat if you guys can hear me. I see there's 30 people watching, and I want to confirm with you if you guys can hear me before I start, because I don't want to leave anyone behind. I see Tato, he says he can hear us. And then who else can hear us from their side? I'll be just waiting for everyone to just make sure, because you find that Tato is the one that can hear me but others can't. So I just want to make sure that everyone can hear me. Alright, thank you very much. I see there is Hope, there is Tasia. I don't know if I pronounce your name very well. There's Tato. Others, can I see you commenting on the charts if you guys can really hear me, so that I can begin with the session? I'm just waiting for you. And I guess those who are attending on the other side will join us, but we will be far, because Lena, I work with time, and I did not know that there will be another session on the other side. So we are going to just proceed. We are just going to proceed, and I am going to start with this question, and I believe that everyone will hear. Everyone will hear. So let me go and start with the session. Okay, let me just go and start with the session, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so I believe that you guys can hear me. So number one, we are going to prepare the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income using the question that is displayed on the screen. And I want to start by identifying each account. Where does it follow, or why does it fall under the elements of financial statement? So we are just going to outline. This one goes to owner's equity, this one goes to non-current asset, this one goes to income, this one goes to expense, this one, we're just gonna do that. So I'm just gonna be doing this so that you understand. So can I start now? If you allow me to start, just comment on the chat, say yes, we can start, so that I can start, or you can just give me a thumb to start on the charts right there. Can I start? It's everyone putting their materials ready, because I really want to start. I'm ready to teach. I don't know if you guys are ready to learn. If you are ready to learn, you can comment yes, I am ready to learn on the chat right there. I'm about to start with the session. All right, I see Ibrahim. He says yes, we can start. So we are starting. So I'm going to outline this. Remember, we are doing this. We are going to start by the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, and the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income. We're only going to record the incomes and the expenses to determine or to calculate the profit. So now we are going to outline which one is which when it comes to these items in the trial balance right there. Okay, so capital, right? Capital is an owner's equity account. Capital is an owner's equity account. So I'm just gonna clarify it as OE, right? That is our capital. Okay, it's an owner's equity account, and it's gonna be recorded in the financial statement of financial position. Okay, and then land and buildings is non-current assets. I'm gonna classify it as NCA. That is our non-current asset. Okay, non-current asset. Non-current asset, our land and buildings. All right, and then vehicles. I'll also send this question on the WhatsApp group when I'm done here, so that you guys can have access to it. Vehicles, it's non-current assets, so it's gonna be NCA, right? Goes to the statement of financial position. Equipment is gonna be non-current asset, right? And then vehicles, accumulated depreciation on vehicle, I call them negative asset, because you are going to subtract them in order to calculate the carrying value of each asset, of each non-current asset like vehicle or equipment that is going to be recorded in the statement of financial position. So I'm going to call them negative non-current assets. So it's going to be NCA. I'm going to call them NCA in brackets, because brackets in accounting represent negative, okay? Represent minus. So anything that is minus in accounting or negative is going to be put under brackets, okay? So I'm going to put this in brackets, all right? And then we've got what we call accounts receivable. Account receivable are also known as debtors control or debtors, okay? Are also known as debtors control or debtors control. Debtors control. Accounts receivable are also known as debtors control, and they are current assets. Right, they are current assets. So current assets, I'm gonna classify them as CA, current assets. Okay, current assets CA, non-current assets NCA. Right, okay, and then let's go to the next item. So allowance for credit losses. Allowance for credit losses is a current asset, but a negative one. So a negative current asset, I'm gonna put it in brackets and say CA. All right, I hope you guys are following. And then our accounts payable. Our accounts payable are also known as creditors. Creditors control. Our accounts payable are known as creditors control, and our creditors control are known as current liabilities, right? Current liabilities, so I'm going to classify them as CL, current liabilities, right? And then we have our bank. Our bank is known as current asset, CA, all right? And then investments are known as, so I'm gonna just indicate this one I'm gonna say, let's say, because 1000, I'm just gonna say it's a short-term investment. Okay, just gonna make it to be short-term investments. Short-term investment, of which short-term investments are current assets. But if it was a long-term investment, it was going to be a non-current asset. Okay, and then let's go to petty cash. Petty cash is petty cash is a current asset. Okay, petty cash is a current asset. And then trading inventory on the 1st of July 2021, of which is the opening, is trading inventory opening, that one, right? So it's going to be an item that we're going to use to calculate our cost of sales. All right, so I'm going to classify these items as COS because they are there for us to be able to calculate cost of sales. So every item that I put COS, just know it represents cost of sales. It's an item that we're going to use to calculate cost of sales. All right, and then even closing inventory as well, right? It's an item that's going to help us to calculate cost of sales, but we also have it as an asset because it is also going to be recorded under current assets, the one at the end of the year, inventory closing, right? And then we have our long-term loan. Our long-term loan, it's a non-current liability, all right? And then our fixed deposit is it's an investment as well. It's gonna fall under non-current assets, all right? And then we go to accrued expenses. Accrued expenses are called what is this? Accrued expenses are current liabilities, all right? And then prepaid insurance is the same as prepaid expense, right? Prepaid expense is known as current asset, all right? And then stationery on hand, current asset. Stationery on hand, current asset, all right? And then accrued income. Accrued income is a current asset, like it's a current asset. I'll explain more as we prepare the questions. If you've got any question or what are these, how do we know, how do we, I will still explain when we really dwell into the question, all right? And then income received in advance. Income received in advance. Income received in advance. Income received in advance is a current liability. Income received in advance is a current liability, okay? Current liability, so CR, all right? And then sales is an income account. So sales is an income account. I'm going to classify it as INC. Rent income is other incomes. It's going to fall under other incomes items. So I'm going to classify it as OINC, right? That is other income, all right? And then interest, it's an income as well, but we have to classify it, categorize it under incomes. So it's an income as well. So it's an income. And then commission income is an income as well. I mean, these ones you can just see, right? Purchases is one of the items that we're going to use to calculate cost of sales. Okay. Relage inwards is it's also known as, maybe you can call it carriage on purchases, right? You can call it carriage on purchases as well. It's one of the items that we're going to use to add to calculate cost of sales. COS, right? And then we have sales returns. Sales returns, I call it negative income because it's what we're going to subtract in order for us to get the correct sales that must be recorded in the statement of profit or loss. So I'm going to put it in brackets right there. Okay. Storage cost also is one of the items we're going to use to calculate cost of sales. All right. Our sales returns is going to affect our cost of sales. It's an item that we have to minus as well on the cost of sales. All right. And then vehicle expense is an expense. Vehicle expense vehicle expense is an expense. All right, so I'm just gonna say X. I'm gonna just cross XP. All right, rent expense, it's an expense as well. And then salaries expense. Right, and then advertisements, an expense. Telephone expense, stationery expense, but stationery on hand, current asset, right? Stationery on hand, current asset. Stationery, it's an expense on its own, but if it's an on hand, it becomes an if it's not on hand, it's an expense, but if it's on hand, it's an asset. So on hand, current asset, just the stationery expense. I just wanted to clear that. And then interest expense, it's an expense. Insurance is an expense, but prepaid insurance, it's a current asset. So you need to be differentiating that, because in practical accounting, really we are not focusing much on deep detailed things. We just have to know what goes where in terms of the elements and in terms of the statements of financial position. We are just trying to indicate what goes where. All right, so we have classified everything, right? And we know now that we can start with the question. So we are going to start by preparing the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income for the year ended 30 June 2022, right? And after that, we are going to prepare the statement of financial position for the year ended 30 June 2022, right? And then let me just see if you guys are still there. I see some of you say you can't hear. Guys, can you hear me? Or is Davina who can't hear me? I just want to check with you guys if I can proceed, if you guys can still hear me. I want to go to something else quickly. So please let me know if you guys can hear me, and those who cannot hear me, you need to Can you guys hear me? Please indicate there if you guys can hear me. I want to proceed. So please confirm with me if you guys can still hear me. Oh, okay. All right, thank you very much for responding to me. I see you guys say you can still hear me. It's very good. Let's proceed. So I'm going to present to you an answer sheet, right? I'm going to present you to you an answer sheet. So what you can do is to just what you can do is to draft it. I'm just gonna give you time to draft the answer sheet right there of the statement of profit or loss. So we have got 2 columns there. We've got 3 columns. The number one, we're gonna put the format of the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income. The second one, we're gonna indicate calculations, and the third one, we're going to indicate totals, right? So I don't know if you guys are ready to proceed. Just let me know on the chart there if we can proceed. I'm just waiting to hear from you. If I can proceed, then I proceed. All right. So let's proceed. So number one, on the sale, on the statement of profit or loss, we've got sales. We need to calculate sales. We need to calculate sales. Right? We need to calculate sales. So your sales, you are going to take the amount of sales in the question. You're going to take the amount of sales in the question. Right? And then let's see how much is our sales right there. So here our sales is 70,000. So you're going to say 70,000 in brackets right there. You subtract sales returns. Where is our sales returns? 70,000 minus sales returns. Where is our sales returns? It's right there. It's 13,584. So 13. So let's see. Right, let's go to the answer sheet right there. In brackets, you're gonna say 70,000 right, you less sales returns of 13 584. So you can give me the answer of sales. We're gonna put it on the total. How much is the amount for sales? I'm just waiting for an answer for sales. Yeah, my light is still on my side. What are you saying? Guys, I don't know. The light is still on. And Snentlanta Yule is here. She's responding that the answer is 56416. Those who can hear me, can what happened with Davina now? When Amaya, you are coming up with issues, eh? I don't know, but others are responding there that the answer is there. They gave me the answer right there. Maya must just leave the life and come back because she's going to confuse us now. Everyone is getting 5. everyone is getting so I'm gonna believe that this answer is correct, because remember, when I do my live sessions or whenever I go to class to teach, I really do not prepare anything, because I believe I know what I'm doing. So I believe your answer is correct, 56416. So I'm just gonna put it on the answer sheet right there quickly. All right, so let's go to the answer sheet right there. um 54, is it 5456? 56416. That is the answer you guys have given me, and I believe is correct, because most of you are saying, are just giving me the correct answers right there. So the answer, I believe it. Let's proceed. Now we are going to need to calculate cost of sales, so let's go and calculate the cost of sales right there quickly. So with the cost of sales, we go back to the answer sheet. I mean to the question, not the answer sheet. We go back to the question. We are going to identify items that are affected, or that are going to help us to calculate cost of sales. Are you with me right there? So what we are going to do right now is that we are going to identify these items. Number one, we're gonna identify these items, right? So I will help you on that one quickly, right? So I'm going to the answer sheet, because when we check on the question, I'm going to just say, maybe write them down. I'm going to just clarify this on the question, right? So let's just write them down as I go again and pick them. So we are going to have let's see, we are going to have opening inventory of 5440, opening inventory, right? And then we are going to add purchases of 32,000, right? We are also going to add release inwards of 2,000, okay? We are also going to add a storage cost of 3,000, and then we are going to subtract purchases returns. We are going to subtract purchases returns, and then we are also going to subtract our closing inventory of 3,900. So let's do so quickly. I'm going back to the answer sheet. I hope I got this one, and I believe you got it as well. So let's go to the answer sheet right there quickly. On the answer sheet, when we get to the answer sheet, we are going to say, let's just do it quickly. We are going to say cost of sales first, because that's what we want. Cost of sales, right? Under cost of sales, we're going to indicate items that we need to calculate cost of sales. So I'm just gonna put this like this, okay? And then we're going to have opening inventory. Opening inventory, and then we're gonna say add or plus, right? Add or plus purchases, right? And then we are also going to add we're going to add a release inwards. We're going to add release inwards. We are also going to add storage. cost. Storage cost. Storage cost, right? And then we are also going to add what? Let's see. Just want to check on the question there. I think I gave them to you guys. We are also so now we are going to subtract purchases returns, right? Purchases returns. We less, right? Subtract purchases returns, because I'm just doing the format here to calculate cost of sales according to the information we are given. All right, so we are going to less purchases returns, and we also less let me just do this. Less closing inventory. I don't know if you guys are following. And then from there we can do the numbering, right? We can put the numbers there. How much is our opening inventory? Let's go to the charts. I mean to the question right there. Let's go to the question quickly. So on the question there you see our opening inventory is the one on the 1st of July 2021, which is 5,440. All right, 5,440. Put it right there on your answer sheet, because I'm just looking at the question right now, and I will be also putting it on the answer sheet, right? My opening inventory is 5,440, okay? And then my purchases, as I check my questions that I presented to you, it's my questions, where is the purchases is 32,000, isn't it? Yes, 32,000. So let's our answer sheet, 32,000. And then railage it's 2,000. We add is the same as carriage on purchases, okay? Railage inwards, it's almost 2,000. And then storage cost is how much? 3,000, ne? 3,000. All right, and then purchases returns. I will display the answer sheet just now, okay? Just busy working on this. Purchases returns, let's see how much. Purchases returns is 3,234. 3,234, right? And then our trading inventory at the end is 3,900. You see right there, So let's put that in the answer sheet as well. 3,900. So normally the things that we subtract in accounting, they must be in brackets. I don't know if you follow. They must be in brackets, so don't forget to put that in brackets. So here is our answer sheet. This is how we record this, okay? So that is our answer sheet, and everything that we less we put in brackets, but most of the time in practical accounting we don't normally put, but as long as you have indicated this side, because you need to also indicate this format so that you are doing the right thing, right? So for you to calculate your cost of sales now, you are going to say opening inventory, you add purchases, you add relative inwards, which is also known as carriage on purchases. You're gonna add 3,000 of storage cost, your less purchases returns, your less closing inventory. How much is your cost of sales right there? How much is your cost of sales right there? Let me check on the charts. Please give me an answer on the charts. Remember, you have to say opening inventory plus purchases plus relative inwards plus storage cost less purchases returns less closing inventory. How much is your cost of sales right there? Shem Davina, sorry. We forgive you. We really forgive you. We forgive you. I see Snentlantla Ari, she got 35,306. I see Kumotso Charity says 35,306. Trinity Pala 35,306. That means that is the correct answer. Please give me the right answers here, because if you don't give us the right answers, remember these things must balance. If they don't balance here, we are in trouble. We are live here. We need serious stuff. Okay, 306. 306. All right, and then cost of sales as well, we have to put it in brackets because we are going to subtract it. All right, so now we have to calculate our cost of, our gross profit. We need to calculate our gross profit. So our gross profit is going to be equal to sales less cost of sales. We need our gross profit quickly right there. So let's see, gross profit. So our gross profit is equal to sales less cost of sales. So you're gonna say 56416 less 35306. How much is the gross profit right there? And then after gross profit, we are going to determine other incomes or other operating incomes, but we can just say other incomes, no problem, right? So please give me the answer on the chart right there. How much is your gross profit? How much is your gross profit? I see Snentlantla Are, I got 21,110. Others, how much are you getting? Let's all participate. Let's all participate. Let's all participate. We are still far from finishing. I think we're gonna spend maybe 2 hours here, so let's be quick and also slow at the same time, just to save time. All right. Snantlantla got 21,110. That is our gross profit. Others, how much I get? Komoto also got 21,110. And then the rest of you, I'm just waiting for 2 more people to give us an answer so that we are sure. So you are all getting 21,110. So I'm going to put that on our answer sheet as our gross profit. And I repeat that, please, we are live here. We don't want mistakes, because we're gonna find ourselves trying to fix something that is gonna give us just problems. So it's 21,110. Right, so that is correct according to the answer I've received and according to the information provided here. All right, so now we are going to other incomes, right? Let's see, we are going to the question paper right now to get other incomes. All right, let's see on the question right there. I think we classified this, our other incomes. Let's see, our other incomes are there. Number 1, we have rent income. Number 1, we've got rent income. Please put on your answer sheet right there. I will display mine soon. We have got the rent income. Number 2, we have commission income. Commission income. Commission income right there. And then the other one is we've got rent income there. We have commission income. What else do we have? This is, remember, this is other income. I forgot to put an O there. It's other income. So what else? What other income do we have there that we have clarified? Let's just double check, because we don't want to find ourselves making mistakes. We've got rent income, commission income, and then I think we only have 2, right? So these 2, interest income is gonna go somewhere, not there. I will show you how we record the interest when we go down with this format. So our rent income is 8,000. Our rent income is 8,000. I don't know if I missed any other income. If I missed it, just put on the charts there if I missed, but I think we've got 2, which is commission income and rent income. Our rent income, when I check on the question right there, I think you can see it is 8,000, right? So I'm just gonna go to the answer sheet, and then I'll display the answer sheet when I'm done with this 8,000. And then our commission income is 2,400. Our commission income is 2,400, right? That is the income that I've seen, and I believe you've seen that. So let me see on the charts. If we have got these 2, fine. If we have more that I did not see, please put on the chart. If there's any clarity I have to give, I'll give. I'm going to the answer sheet just to show you right now, so that you see our other incomes. So there we go. Those are our two other incomes, and then you can add both of them and tell me how much is the answer. I'll be waiting for the answer on the charts. How much is our other incomes? You can just add the 2 is 8,000 plus 2,400. How much is your other income? Unless if you've seen any other income that I did not see, but please help me with getting other incomes right there. Are you guys there? I see Tami are really 10,400, Bongani 10,400. Others, how much are you getting? Others, how much are you getting? I'm just waiting for more two people to give me an answer. How much are you getting right there? Yes, I see Kuzo says, do we differentiate between normal income and other income? Yes, we do. Let me tell you what is normal income. Normal income is what does the business do. The business, if it's a retailer, obviously the main income is sales. Like if it's ShopRite, their main income comes from sales, or their normal income is sales, right? Is selling the goods that are in the shop, right? But if ShopRite decide to hire, if they've got a storage and then they decide to rent it out to another shop, that is not part of their business. So normal income here is sales, because sales is an income, but it's the measure of normal income, if you want me to put it like that. And then other incomes are just incomes that comes not as per daily operation, because the main income or the normal income becomes sales. I don't know if I make sense right there, Kuzo, if you understand what I'm trying to say. And to everyone, I don't know if I make sense. I repeat, sales, when it comes to other incomes and normal income is sales, just to bring it to your level, because you don't call it normal income, right? It's a daily operation income that businesses do. Because if you check, I said sales is an income, so sales is a major income that the business focuses on daily. But rent, if it's rent income, commission income, is different, because it's other, it's not the main income. Thank you very much, Kuzo. I was just trying to explain more and more for everyone to get it right. So thank you very much that you understand. That is how we classify these things. All right, and then let's go to the next one. So on the answer sheet, you said you got 10,400 as your income, other income. So your other income is going to be 10,400 as you've given me right there. All right, and then after that, we are going to calculate what we call we're going to have what we call gross income. Gross income. Right, gross income is an income before we deduct expenses. Gross income is an income before we deduct any expenses. So it's going to be gross profit plus other incomes. For you to get gross income, you are going to say gross profit plus other incomes. Even though some of the people, when they teach, or maybe other lecturers, they don't really, or other tutors, they don't really account for gross income, but I'm accounting for it so that you can understand better, and I believe that you can understand better like this. All right, so gross income is equal to gross profit plus other incomes, which means it's going to be 21,110 plus 10,400. So how much is your gross income right there? We are going to put it on the total quickly. I will be waiting for the answer on the charts. And those who are participating, thank you. And everyone that is watching, I mean, we have got 34 people watching here. Can you please participate? And if you've got a question, type on the chat. I will attend to it, because remember, I'm here for you and I'm going to make you pass. Hey, Unit, you are here today. Remember, I haven't seen you from the beginning there. I don't know, maybe I missed you, but I didn't see you from the beginning of the session. But you are welcome if you just joined. You are most welcome. I see you say 31,510. Komoto says 35,510. Which one is which here? Because I'm seeing 31,510, 31 and 35. Which one is the correct answer? Let's clarify that one quickly. Let's clarify that one quickly. Kuzo, are you sure your answer is correct? Oh, she deleted. I believe she want to fix this one. I'm waiting for you, Kuzo, to fix that one. And then, okay. Oh, all right. Hope, what am I repeating? Just indicate quickly, what am I repeating before I repeat? What am I repeating, Hope? Am I repeating how to calculate gross income, or what am I repeating? If it's a matter of gross income is equal to gross profit plus other incomes, right? And gross income, is a total income that we have before we deduct expenses. Actually, we're going to work on expenses after this. So I don't know if you are asking that. Just put on the chat what do you want me to repeat so that I can repeat. What do you want me to repeat? I'll repeat it now. Alright, I see everyone now. They got clarity. Komoto is back now. She says the answer is 31,510, of which when I put it on my calculator, I'm also getting it as such. So our gross income is 31,510. That is our gross profit. Our gross income, our gross income. Right. So I don't know. I'm still waiting for, I think, Hope to tell me, because I didn't get to. You are saying I must repeat. Hope, what am I repeating? Please enlighten me on what am I repeating, so that I don't want to answer the things that I'm not sure of. Just be specific on what must I repeat, then I'll repeat it. And I appreciate those who are not participating. I encourage you to participate, and those who have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do subscribe, and you are most welcome. This is your channel. This is where you're going to learn accounting, and this channel is going to be there for you for the whole year. And I also offer private tutorials. Those who want them, you know what to do. You contact me, then we engage. And tomorrow we will be having a huge revision class. So those who want to join and they are not part of the private sessions, you can just contact me, and then we see how we put you in, or we accommodate you, but at a cost. Obviously it won't be expensive, maybe less than 100 rand, I don't know, but we will decide with the team here. Oh, okay, I've explained. All right, no problem. Thank you. We are proceeding now. Yeah, I think let's just make it compulsory, depending on if your lecture does want it, because I'm just teaching according to the textbook. And when I discussed with one of the lecturers early this year, they said no, I must teach the way things are. So I don't want to find, because last year I was not doing this thing of total, not total, but maybe it gives challenges in terms of when they have to mark, because you find the memo has got total. So to make sure that things are like this, we just have to follow this method. I'm just clarifying this one on record, so that, because some of you, when you write my things and then you go to the lecture to say, no, we got this thing online from Dollar, you see now. So I just want us to have clarity on that one, because we don't want issues with the lecturers as well, because we still need to comply with them. So it's not for me, I can say it's not necessary, but how the lecture want it. I always advise you guys that when you are writing a test, you are not writing for yourself. You are writing for the marker. The person who is going to mark for you, right, is the person that has got authority over this thing. So put things right. You just have to put things right. Yes, it might not be compulsory. They can still mark your paper, but I want you to just do as I do this year, because last year Vela was not mentioning this because I didn't see them as necessary, as because that's how I learned accounting. My accounting did not have this total stuff, but for this year, for the sake of getting correct marks, please go and collect marks and follow the method that I'm using right now. Thank you for that. I think it is gonna clarify a lot of things. So let's proceed to the question, and then now we are done with our gross income. So we are going to do or calculate our operating expenses. Operating expenses. So operating expenses, we are just going to check them on the question right there. Just put this on your format there. So usually they say that we less operating expenses, right? So we are going to clarify these expenses here. Okay, so number one, let's go to the answer to the question now, because this is the answer sheet that is being displayed here. So let's go to the question now to identify our expenses. Okay, so back to the question, our expenses, right? So I'm going to clarify my expenses right there. I hope you got it. So operating expenses, number one is vehicle expense that I see right there. Vehicle expenses, right? Vehicle expenses 429. Vehicle expenses 429. Vehicle expense or expenses 429. All right, and then the next one, is what? Again, we have already identified these things, so they don't have to give us problems. We have got the rent expense at 1,200. Rent expense 1,200. Rent expense 1,200. And then salaries. Salaries 1,100. Salaries. Put on your answer sheet. I'm busy putting on mine, so that, but I'll display it after, right? Salaries. I see Trinity says I did not get an explanation for those differences between income. My network cut. Okay, I'll explain it. Let's get done with expenses. So I'll come back and explain to it. I won't forget you, or you can remind me if I forgot. All right, please do remind me, but I don't think I'll forget. So let's proceed with the expenses. We'll come back to the incomes. That question is very clear. I will try to explain again. And then we've got advertisements. Advertisements is 390, or advertising, right? Oh, our salaries is 1110. Okay, and then our advertising, is 390, right? 390. And then what else? We have what? Let's see. We have a stationery of 3,600. Stationery. What else do we have? We have stationery. Okay, stationery. At 3,600. Okay, and then we have we have telephone. And then an insurance. We have got telephone, and then we also have telephone. We also have what? So telephone is 834. We also have insurance at 4,000 or at 450. $834 telephone, and then we've got insurance. Right, I'm gonna explain. Those who are having questions, just put on the charts. I will do attend to them differently. We've got insurance, okay, and then 450 stationery. So I guess that is the last expense, and then we will go to interest, right? So now before we go to interest, we are going to calculate operating expenses. So operating expense, we're going to add everything. So I'm going to display my answer sheet now. There goes my answer sheet that displays expenses, right? So what you can do, you can just add everything, and I will be waiting for an answer on the charts. Let's try to add there. Add all the expenses there. For 4,429, 1,200, 1,100, 390, 3,600, 834, 450. How much is your expenses? Right there, put on the charts quickly. And those who are joining us for the first time, please, I beg, do not forget to subscribe. Unity. I know, are you are fast, eh? 803. I mean 8003. Serious. Others, how much are you getting? Remember, I'm surprised with the answer because again, I'm not having the memo. I'm just teaching and I know what I'm doing, so don't worry. Your answer is just abnormal, eh? But yeah, it's just abnormal. Let me just do calculations as well so that I'm in the same page with you. 803. Are you sure? I mean 8003 is answer jale Nigerian choose 429 plus 1200 plus 1100 plus 390 plus 3600 plus 8304 plus 450. Serious? Hey, these answers. Okay, I'll agree with you because I'm also getting it. But if this thing does not balance, especially the balance sheet or the financial position, it must balance. If it doesn't balance, but it's not a stress, okay? If it didn't balance, it didn't balance. As long as we have put our things together, right? Because I just took the question as well and said, let's do it. So no problem. But we didn't miss anything, unless if we have missed a certain expense somewhere or a certain income somewhere. We'll still double check on the question until we get it right. Okay, so now after that you have to say gross income, you less operating expenses. You're gonna get profit, right? You're gonna get net profit before interest. Net profit or profit before interest. What am I writing here? Before, profit before interest, right? So what you are going to do, you are going to say your gross income, which is 31,510, your less operating expenses, which is 8,003 rand. How much is your profit right there? I repeat, for you to calculate profit before interest, you are going to say 31,510 less operating expenses. How much is the answer right there? Quickly, I'll be waiting for an answer on the charts. I see Snentlantla says 23,507. Others, how much are you getting? Unity should do Fazo 23,507. So Unity, Snentlantla was ready for you. She was like, this time you are not going to be number one to answer. I'm answering myself first. She was just ready for you. She was just ready for you. Like, Unity cannot always be number one to answer here. And then I see there is Tembelishe. She's also got 23,507. So I'm just waiting for one more. Unit, they say you can't be number one here to answer. So I see Ronnie says 23,507. That is our profits before interest, 23,507. All right, and then now we are going to interest. So you're going to add. We are going to add interest income. Interest income, and then after that you less interest expense. All right, so let's go and check right there. Okay, so our interest income, I think they are there in the question. Let's just go and check how much on the question. Let me display the question quickly. So let's see how much is our income, interest income or interest income. So our interest income right there, we've got 900. Interest income, we've got 900. Right? Interest income, there we go, 900. So we have to add that 900 on our answer sheet, 900. And then we are going to less interest expense in brackets. Interest expense is how much? 1,500. So we are owing a lot of interest. That is, we are paying 1,500 interest, right? So I'm going back to display my answer sheet because we are done. We just have to finalize and calculate our profit. So there we go. There we go. Less interest expense. So now for you, then after that you are going to get what? Net profit for the year. Net profit for the year, or just then you can just say net profit, no problem. Net profit for the year, how much is it? So for you to calculate net profit for the year, you have to say 23,507, which is profit before interest. You add interest income, you less interest expense. How much is your net profit for the year right there? I'll be waiting for an answer on the charts. Let's see. Coronal competition. There's a competition right there. Who answers first? Unity was very ready now. Yeah, Cynthia. Hey, Unity is always ready for you. He says, you can't do it better. If you can beat me, I can beat you twice. It's very, very interesting. I'm just happy that people are participating, and I would like to see more people participate. I see on the expenses there was a new person. And I see Ronnie says kids on Antate. I see Dikeledi. I think you are commenting for the first time, unless I missed you before. Please continue commenting. Let's see, there is Unity, there's Tembi, there's Ronnie, there's Trinity, there's Perry. I don't know if I pronounced your name well. If I did not, ask Kisi. And then I see Tami, I see Komoto, I see Snentlantla. You are getting the same answer of 22,907. Thank you very much. Others, let's continue to participate. Let's proceed. Let's continue to participate. All right. So the answer is 22,000. That is our profit for the year. It's 22,907. Right? Yes. So that is our statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income. So I'm going back to that question that who asked that question, Trinity or Pala. You asked this question, said I did not get an explanation for those differences between income. My network cut. Okay, so now, but are you fine now? Is the network fine? But I see you commented there. I will explain again. So I don't know. I don't know. Can I explain? Trinity, are you here? Can I explain? Maybe the network did not cut or it has cut. I don't know. Please just indicate if you are here so that I can start explaining. I'm just waiting for you before we go and prepare the statement of financial position. We are going there. All right, I see you just commented, so it means you are here. So I was saying to you, if we look at our answer sheet right there, we've got sales. Sales is a major income of the business. Like for example, ShopRite, their main thing is to sell goods and services. Goods that are there in their shop, right? So their main income comes from sales. That is their major or main income, or normal income, as someone asked by saying normal income. And then there are other income, like for example, if ShopRite decide to say, I've got a large storage where I can also where it can also render it to another shop to put their stuff in the storage. So they are receiving income from that storage from another store, but really their main income is not for rental. It's not for rental. They are not the ones who are responsible for renting rooms and all of that, or maybe storage. Their responsibility and their main income comes from sales, of selling the goods there, the groceries that are there, and if there's any other things that they can sell from there. So sales is a major income for businesses like ShopRite, Spar. There is their main income. But if they've got a storage to rent to another store, it becomes other income, right? Like commission. They're not doing, most of the time we see commissions on the sales departments, or maybe on the sales companies or marketing companies, of which is their main focus. But here it becomes other income. And then we've got other incomes in a form of interest income, where we put them here. So I don't know if I make sense. So other incomes means they are not major income. Even if they are not there, the business still operate. But if ShopRite want to change now and say we want to receive only money from the storage that we have rented to one shop, it's not going to help them. It's just another income that doesn't even change, that doesn't even make a main change. I don't know if I explained it better, but I think I explained it better the first time. But sales is a main income, is the major or normal income for the business that the company gets on a daily basis. And then when the rent income is other incomes. It's not really major. Even if we don't have, they did not rent a store, they still operate. Even there was no commission income, they still operate. I don't know if I make sense right there. Let me see if I've answered you. All right, she says yes, I'm fine now. I love that. And then now let's go to the next question, right? Because we've got 2 questions to answer, and I said it to you, we are going to have 2 sessions. Please, let's proceed right there. I'm just going to display the answer sheet for the statement of financial position right there. All right. And then we'll have cost there, cost, accumulated depreciation, and carrying value. All right, this is for carrying value. All right, so that is CV means carrying value, or maybe I must write it in full so that people know what is this carrying value. That is CV. Okay, and then accumulate cost. So this is for non-current assets, mostly this one, right? But when we get to current assets, we're going to display calculations here until we complete. So here it can be a profit, so it's a net loss or net profit, depending, right? It can be a net profit or a net loss. That's why I just put it like that. And then so I'm just gonna say, because here we've got profit, right? So it's gonna be net profit. So we'll come there. I just want you to have this format, right? Have this format. Let me do this full screen there so that you can get it right. And then let me see. Yeah, this is the format of the statement of financial position. So Also, just for 2 minutes, go drink water. Go drink water for 2 minutes. I hope you got the format, and I'll also send it in the group, right? So just go and drink water. We are coming back shortly. All right, we are back. We are back here. I think you got your water there, and we are back live now, and we can proceed with the session. We can proceed with the session. We can proceed with the session. Are you guys back? Are you guys ready? I'll be waiting for you. Hope says what? Says, can you explain how do we know customers of sales? What is this? Where did you get that? I don't know. Hope, please clarify. We are back here and we are ready to proceed. So Hope, I don't know, I've never seen such customers of sales or cost of sales. Can you explain how do we know customers of sales? Is it cost of sales or what? If you are still here, we are back, and let others know we are back live. Please come back and then Hope clarify to me what is really happening right there. Yeah, I see Trinity says I think she meant cost of sales. Maybe I don't know. I don't understand the question. So I don't know what is really happening right there. Please, Hope, are you back? Please come back. Let others. We are back now. We want to proceed. I said 2 minutes. Now people are went to sleep. Hey, wake up. Guys, are you still here? And those who have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Len, I think she meant cost of sales, but now I'm just stuck on. She says, can you explain how do we know cost of sales? Hey, I don't know. I don't know if it's my English or is the English or is my understanding of the question. But Hope, where are you? We want you here. All right. Unity says I should share the question in the group, so I will just share it now. Let me just do so. As I share the question, we'll be waiting for Hope to clarify this. Because serious, I don't know if it's my English or what, but I don't understand the question, even if she meant cost of sales. But do I have to explain cost of sales, or how to? I just want to get that clarity. I just want to get that clarity, and I will try to, explain. Who will Hope? Hope, are you back? what is the issue there? Because we are failing to clarify your English quickly, please. What do you mean? And who is this? I'm just sending the question and then we are proceeding. I'm failing to send it, so I'll have to send it when I'm done. I think let's send it when I'm done, because I'm trying to send it, but it's open now and I'm trying to send it via my PC. So let's just proceed and then I'll send the question when I'm done. All right, my apologies for that. Hope, Anna, I don't know, Hope, are you back? Please, we want to proceed and we don't know what you're trying to say, but I guess when you get time, please text us. They put something on the chat, then we'll get to respond to you. All right. Okay, now let's proceed. So now we go to the question. We are going to start with the we are going to start with our statement of financial position. So remember, we're going to identify non-current assets first, right, on our question as I proceed. So we've got our land and buildings, we've got vehicles, we've got equipment, and then we've got accumulated depreciation on vehicle, we've got accumulated depreciation on equipment as well, right? So let me show you, according to the format that I'm giving you, how do we record this. So land and buildings, it does not have accumulated depreciation. So we're just going to our answer sheet and say land and building. The cost price of the land and building, it's 200,200, right? 200,200, and then the land and building does not have so the carrying amount of the land and building will still be 200, right? And then that is our, and then we go to vehicle. And then equipment, and then our fixed deposit. Right, so Our vehicle cost is, I'll just display my answers now, but I just want you to follow as we saw. Our vehicle, it's 125,000. Sorry for that. Our vehicle is 125,000. So we are going to the cost right there for the vehicle and say 125,000. Okay, and then our cumulative depreciation is we have to subtract it, and then we get the carrying value, because carrying value is equals to cost price less accumulated depreciation. So it means we have to go and look for accumulated depreciation in our question. So in our question, how much is our accumulated depreciation on the vehicle right there? Let's see. Our accumulated depreciation on the vehicle is 35,000. All right, so it means we have to go to our answer sheet and put that in brackets on the middle column there, because we have to subtract that. Okay, and then how much is your vehicle? How much is your vehicle? How much is your vehicle? And those who are joining us for the first time, please, I beg you, do not forget to subscribe. This is your channel. So how much is your vehicle carrying amount there? As I'll be waiting for the answers on the charts as we proceed. 90,000. Unity says 90,000. Unity says 90,000. Fast. 90,000. All right. So that is our vehicle carrying amount 90,000. So please, with the format, I don't want mistakes. Just do it the way I'm doing it here, even in your test. And then equipment. Let's go and check our equipment on the question. How much is it? Because we are done with vehicle, right? Let's do our equipment. So equipment is 50,000, right? 50,000 there. $50,000. And then our accumulated depreciation is 8,650. So we're going to subtract 8,650. And then here goes my answer sheet. Let's see. How much is your carrying amount? How much is your carrying amount? How much is your carrying amount? How much is my carrying amount? How much is your carrying amount? I'll be waiting for an answer on the chat there. Bandile, like to clarify this, when it comes to fixed deposit, normally it's known as non-current asset, but if they classify it as a 1 year, because 1 year means current, so current means short, right? It's like investment. Short investment, it's current asset, meaning it was just for a year. Yeah, you have to look at that. But normally fixed deposit is a non-current asset. But once they give you, when they are specific in terms of years, they say it's for 3 years, definitely is non-current asset. But if they say 1 year, you know it's a current asset. So you need to be able to differentiate that. And then I see Hope says, I meant cost of sales to say. So cost of sales, there are items. I'll show you items to look for when you want to calculate cost of sales, because cost of sales means cost of selling, right? So I'll just clarify you after the session. I planned that I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna clarify that. So everyone is getting 41,350, and then I thought you guys have beaten Unity. Unity, hey, who's our number one? He doesn't want anything with this number one. He answers first. Square is ahead of us. So let's see. You say it's 41,350, all right? And then our fixed deposit. Let's see how much is it on the question right there. Our fixed deposit is 8,000. It's our non-current assets fixed, right? So let's just go and put that on the charts. On the answer sheet. This one does not need calculations. We're just gonna put it there. 8,000. Okay. And then now we are done with this, so we have to just calculate the total. Let's get the total for non-current assets and put it here, right? So we are going to add all the answers here. So we're going to say 200,200 plus 90,000 plus 41,350 plus 8,000. How much is the non-current asset total? Just give me the total quickly. Let's see. I'll be waiting for an answer on the charts. I'll be waiting for an answer on the charts. We are going to add all the non-current assets, and then how much? Quickly. Three hundred and 339,550. I'm sure Unity is worried, or how come this one beat me? So it's 339,550. 339550. That is the answer that I'm getting from you guys. Let's make sure that our work is in order and it balances. Now let's go to our current assets. Let's go to our current assets. So with our current assets, let's see, we are going to have, number one is trading inventory, right? Trading inventory. So trading inventory, we are going to take the one at the end of the year. Trading inventory. Trading inventory. Trading inventory. Right, so trading inventory, there we are going to have what? The one for which one there? Where is it? It's this one, the one at the end, which is the one of the 30th of June 2022. Is it also goes to the current asset, this one, current asset, the one of 3,900. So 3,900, and then then what follows? We are going to put account receivable or debtors control, account receivable. The other one is bank. The other one is petty cash. Petty cash. Current assets, okay? Petty cash. What else? Let's see. We've got short-term investment. Short-term investment. Short-term investment. Trading inventory, account receivable, bank, petty cash, short-term investment. Let's see what else. Accrued income. Accrued income. What else right there? Oh, insurance prepaid or prepaid insurance. It's like prepaid expense, prepaid insurance. And then let's see what else. These are our current assets. If I miss something, you let me know. And then we have our negative asset, which is allowance for credit losses. Gonna put in brackets this one. Allowance for credit losses. Allowance for credit losses. So let's see. So let's see now. Our account receivable is 20,000. Our account receivable is 20,000. I'm just gonna display my answer sheet quickly, okay? Let me just put them in order. and then our bank is 1,532. And then our short-term investment is 1,000. And then our petty cash is 150. And then our accrued income is 300. And also we must add stationery on hand and our current assets, stationery on hand, which is let's see how much is it. Stationery on hand, 650. And then prepaid insurance is 1,350. And then allowance for credit losses is a negative current asset. It must be in brackets, that one. Let's see how much is it. What is it? 2,000, right? There we go. 2,000. All right, and then I don't know if let's just look at our question right then and tell me if I've left anything that must go under current assets. Let me just go up there, just double check for me that I think I did not miss anything. If I've missed anything, let's put on the chart. And then how much is our current assets? All right, I will do Andy, so I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name very well. Yes, I will do that. I'll do that. Right, so let me display my answer sheet right there. There we go. Let's calculate our total current assets. These assets, the way they are, especially the current assets, these are majority of the assets or current assets that you can have in a question. So I just picked this question because it has got a lot of this, so you will know what to put where. And I will share the question, and we will also double check if I did not miss anything. Right, and then how much is the answer right there? How much is the answer for current assets? I left out debtors control. Is there? Is the other term for debtors control is account receivable? The other term for for debtors control is account receivable. This one, debtors control. So that is another term for debtors control, account receivable. I didn't leave it. Thank you for that. It's a clarity for others as well. We really appreciate. Let's calculate. If I missed something, you let me know. But I think I've covered all. Let's proceed. And just be quick because I might be going to another session after this with cost and estimating. So I see Unity is getting 26,802. Others, how much are you getting? I'm just waiting for 2 more answers and then I proceed. I'm just going to be quick a bit, but yeah, I'll try to accommodate. By 9:30 at least we should be done, so that I can rest in 2 minutes and we'll jump into another session. Others, how much are you getting? Unity got 26,802. How much are others getting right there? So everyone is okay. And then why is allowance for credit losses being subtracted? Or it is a negative current asset. You subtract it because it is the amount of money that the business put aside to pay for people who cannot pay for themselves after borrowing maybe money or goods in the business. Actually goods, right? Debtors that cannot be able to pay for themselves. So it's a negative asset because now the company has to pay itself with that money. So it becomes a negative asset. That is why I put it in brackets there. So 26822. Thank you for that. So you're gonna put your answer there, 26882. That is your current asset, right? That is your current asset. Okay, let me do this because these are all right. So these are totals up there. All right, and then we are done with this, right? So now we have to go and calculate our total assets. So our total assets is going to be our non-current assets of 339,550 plus our current assets of 26,882. Right? How much is your total assets there? How much is your total assets right there? You have to say 339,550 plus current asset, which is 26,802. How much is your total assets? Quickly, I'm waiting on the chart there. I hope Unity is on point now. Hey, Unity. Hey, Tammy, are you sure? All right, let's see. Thank you. Tammy says 366,432. Hey, Unity, why are you disappointing us there? We are expecting you. You are our number one there. Hey, Unity is live or online or is gone. Oh, he's here. Hey man, when we don't see you, we are like maybe you are sleeping now. So you can also like the video and react there, just to make it look like is the one. Okay, so it's 366432. So let's just go and put it in the answer sheet there. 366342. Right, so we are done with our assets. We are done with our assets. Let's go to our equity. We see Tammy is there. He's up. He says, Unity, you can't be number one alone. I'm here. Yeah. Says I'm here. You're not going anywhere. So it's good that people are here, and thank you for participating, and thank you for being here in this session. We really appreciate. So let's proceed now. Now we are going to the equity and liability part. Right? So on the equity, you are going to just take capital 1. So let's see. Right? So we are going to take our capital right there, and then we less drawings, we add profit. So we are just going to say capital. How much is our capital there? Oh, I'm still here. Let's proceed. Sorry. Let's see what is really happening here. We're going to take our capital, right? So our capital, I'm just gonna display. What's happening here there? Our capital. So our capital is how much? Our capital is, where is it? Up there. 307,000. And then our drawings, actually these things are not supposed to be like this. Here we put net profit. And then our net profit, we are going to take the one from the statement of profit or loss. You remember the one we calculated, that's our net profit. And then let's see, drawings, right? Net profit. So net profit is the one from the statement of profit or loss that we prepared, right? So of 22,907, and then drawings you less how much is it? Let's see. Drawings, it's where is drawings? Do we have drawings in this? We don't have it. All right, according to this question, I don't think we've got drawings. Let's see, do we have drawings here anywhere? Okay, we don't have drawings, but if we had it, we're going to subtract from the equity, right? So we don't have drawings, so you just put 0 there in brackets, no problem. Or you can just put 0, and then let me give you my answer sheet right now. So how much is your equity? You're just gonna say 307,000 plus 22,907. How much is the answer there? If we had drawings, we're going to subtract it, but now we don't have it. How much is the answer right there? You see, 32,907. Hey, Tami anyaka say. Oh, I see Unity says it says not 366,342, is 432. Oh, 432. Oh, I'll fix that. 432. Let me fix this one. It's 366,432. Thank you for that. I have fixed it now. And then 432. All right, I fixed it. Thank you, Unity, for that. And then a time you won't just go come. Anya kamatat. Honor 329907. So it's gonna be 329907, right? That is your equity. Okay, and then let's go to liabilities. All right, so liabilities, we've got current, we've got non-current. Number one, we must have non-current. Let me just do this. So liabilities, excuse me, and then we must start with non-current liabilities, not current, non-current liabilities. So non-current liabilities, I've identified them this side. Let's go to the question there. So non-current liabilities, let's see. Non-current liabilities non-current liability, we've got accrued expenses. One. Oh, this is none, not current, none, ne? No, none is going to be accrued, is going to be a current. So let's go and look for non-current liabilities. Or non-current liabilities, I think we've got long-term loan. Where is it? Long-term loan. Long-term loan. Long-term loan. Long-term loan. So our long-term loan is how much right there? Long-term loan is how much? Let's see. Our long-term loan is 10,000. Our long-term loan is 10,000, right? Our long-term loan is 10,000. And then let's check if we've got any other NCL. We don't have, right? So we go to current liabilities. Current liabilities right there. So it means our total current, non-current is just 10,000 there. And then we have to add more columns here. Current liabilities. Current liabilities. Current liabilities. We have got accrued expenses, as I said. We've got accrued expense. Alright, accrued expenses. We also have income received in advance, and we also have accounts payable. Account payables, which are known as creditors control. Creditors control. So let's go and check these items right there. In our answer sheet, in our question right there. So let's go and identify this. So how much is our accrued there? Let's see. I'm gonna attend to all the charts that are having questions just after this session, and I'll also present to you cost of sales things, right? So let's see. Let's just finish up here. Where is accrued expense? Accrued expense is 445. Accrued expense 445. And then income received in advance. Income received in advance is 4,000. And then account payables. How much is it? Let's see. Account payables is 22,080. 22,080, and then I think we only have 3. Yes, we are done with that. So let me display my answer sheet right there. So there we go. We only have those 3, and then how much? I'll be waiting for an answer on the chat right there. Yes, profit was calculated in the statement of profit or loss, which is 22,907. That's correct, Tammy. Statement of profit or loss, Tato. And then how much is our current liabilities? I see a time already. I got a time no rekenya ko feleletsa unit no. Ake mo fi chance, ake mo hemish. 26,525 unit. Well, you are too slow. Time you kwatile. Time is dealing with you now. Okay, you're getting the same answer, so I'm just gonna put that one. Others please put as well, so that we confirm if it's correct, and then we're gonna put it right there. 26,525, right? And then now we are going to calculate our total equity and liabilities, right? So for you to calculate total equity and liabilities, you have to say equity of 329,907 plus 10,000 plus 26,525, right? We are calculating the total equity and liability. So it's going to be equity 329,907, 10,000 plus 26,525. How much is your total equity right there? I'll be waiting for an answer on the charts. We are done. I think I'm just going to show you the cost of sales stuff there, and then we take it from there. How much there? And remember, it must be equal to the total assets. If it's not, we are in trouble. So we are getting Tami chance baba. Tami ufitled. You need to know pillar number 2. No, what's happening? So we're getting 366 366 432 432, right? And this is equal to our current total assets, right? So it means it's balancing. It means this confirms that in our statement of profit or loss, our profit is correct. We did the right thing right there, because they must be equal. If they are not equal, yes, but now they are equal, we are happy. But in the test, if it doesn't balance, please do not force it, okay? Just leave it like that, because you'll even find yourself erasing correct marks or cancelling correct answers and writing wrong numbers that are not going to give you marks. So unless if you've got time to deeply look into, right? So is there any question before I proceed? Is there any question before I proceed? Is there any question before I proceed to cost of sales? I just want to give you the background of cost of sales, and then we'll take it from there. Are we all happy? Just react with love there if you are happy. Come on. And please do not forget to subscribe if you are new to this channel, and this is your channel for the rest of the year. And I repeat that we have a session tomorrow. At campus. I'll tell you the time, but it's going to be in the afternoon for practical accounting, because in the morning I need to see the cost and estimating students, and then we'll take it from there. So those who want to join, maybe the session, maybe I'm just gonna say for that moment maybe it's 50 rand or so. So if you want to join, you will text me. It's just gonna be 50 rand. We'll be dealing with other topics, because this one really we're not going to focus much on it, but we'll repeat it just for small one. So I'm gonna just present to you something quickly, and then I will share. Just react with love there. So I want to present to you this cost of sales things. I'm not going to present a lot of time, just 2-3 minutes of your time, then we'll be done for tonight. Because I am done. Unless if there's any question you can put on the chat right there. And if you are happy with this session, you can just put or react with a love there. And thank you for participating. Unity, we love you so much, and we encourage you to be number one until the end. We have got the reward for you, because so you need to be you need to be number one. We want to reward people who are participating in it, like for real. I'm going to reward people that are participating in this channel, and I've seen some participation, so there will be some rewards. I'll decide whether it's a voucher or it's money, but there will be some rewards for those that are participating, because I think there must be something, that encourage people to participate in every session. So I will see. Maybe it's a reward for, we'll put something. We'll have to, we'll have to do something on this. So Let me do this. I'm just gonna give you the item that you must have or know for cost of sales purpose. So what is happening here? Just give me a 1 minute. I'll be back. Just don't leave the live, okay? I will be coming back now. Guys, I'm still here, okay? I just want to sort out this thing and then I'm here. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere until you guys get this. So yes, there we go. So I don't know if you guys are still here. Let me see, because I'm just operating a lot of things at once. Yeah, so this is I'm just gonna be quick here. I'm not gonna present all of this. I'm just gonna be quick. So these are the items there. I don't know if you can see them. These are the items that you can consider when calculating cost of sales: opening inventory, purchases, transport cost on purchases, or you can call it carriage on purchases. Transport cost is also cost carriage on purchases, known as. And then import duties, custom duties, purchases, returns, closing inventory. These are other items that you can consider when calculating cost of sales. But sometimes So yeah, I think we are done for tonight. If you guys are still happy right there, my people. And then those who have got questions, let me see. I see Tammy. Yeah, Ronnie and I voucher ya Betway. Intela itla better wena. Twela di Betway. Twela Betway man. Betway. When I want to buy you food, we don't want to give you something that will give you stress. Eh? When on your Betway. So I hope you guys can see that is the items that you can. That is the item that you can consider when calculating cost of sales, and I'll also send them in the group. Thank you very much for watching, and I love you so much, and good luck with your exam or your test. And then tomorrow maybe tomorrow I will be doing another live with you guys with another topic, because I think yesterday or the day before yesterday I covered markup and vet. So I covered financial statement. Maybe tomorrow I'll be covering a bank reconciliation online live with you. So sharp salute. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and share, comment, and don't forget, if you want to join us for tomorrow, we are going to do all the topics, summary of all the topics, and we finalize this preparation. And I'll see you tomorrow, those who are interested in joining us at campus. And salute.